It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning to you on Tuesday. Hope your week is going well. Moving swimmingly along is what we're shooting for. That's what we're all after. So we will start this Tuesday the same way we always do, with some news.
Yes, another ATM. Yes, we told you about one yesterday. Now another ATM was burglarized. This one happened overnight in Urbana. The Oak Star Bank right along Highway 65 was hit by thieves using a truck that was stolen from Preston, Missouri. This theft follows the theft of another ATM over the weekend and then some others across the Ozarks as well. So
yeah, apparently those thieves have something going here. They figured something out. So police are going to have to somehow be one step ahead of them, or
yeah. I mean, obviously they've got to all be related. So, and I'm sure that those things are like so hard to break into. So you're right. They have a system now. They figured it out.
Right.
So yikes, somebody get in front of them. Yep. All right. Now to this, the Springfield Police Department has issued 36 citations to bars, convenience stores, and other businesses for violating a new law that bans video gaming machines that pay out in cash. The Springfield City Council passed the ordinance in February. You might remember that. Businesses to be cited include 3 Fast and Friendlies, 4 Rapid Roberts, and 3 White Oak stations.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice is being sued by 2 victims of a crash he's accused of causing in Dallas, Texas. Each of the 2 victims is suing him for $1 million for injuries they sustained, including brain trauma. Rice was driving a Lamborghini going about 119 miles per hour before the crash that involved 6 vehicles in total. He left the scene after the wreck and later turned himself into police. He is now facing several charges. Yesterday, as you know, was tax day, so really not a great day for H&R Block to have outages that prevented people from filing their taxes online. During the outage, H&R Block was urging customers to mail in their taxes. The good news is the problem lasted only for about 5 hours before online service was restored. But could you imagine how the poor folks at H&R Block were freaking out?
Yeah.
Man.
It's just, I don't know. I mean, you say the good news is it was only 5 hours. It was only 5 hours on tax day, which is like the worst possible day. Yeah.
We live and die by online now. So
yeah. I was wondering if they're going to end up having to like pay some settlement, or, I mean, like, this is obviously way premature, but you know what I mean? Like
just for the record, it wasn't preventing people from filing their taxes. They had until midnight last night to do that. It was just preventing them from doing it the easy online way.
Right. Fair enough. So maybe not. Okay. Well, we told you yesterday about the cow that was missing after a trailer crashed on I-44. Authorities brought in cowboys to help find the cow. Well, after 2.5 days after it escaped, that cow was found and properly roped in the Gasconade River. How about that?
Yeah.
The Doolittle Fire Department does a lot of amazing work. Am I right about this?
They do a lot.
I just got what you were saying.
No, they totally do a lot.
Doolittle does a lot. Yes, they do. Yeah. But I wasn't even using the pun, sir, that you were using. I'm just saying I've done a lot of stories where I end up having something from Doolittle. Like they either have like some incredible video or still pictures or footage. Well, and in this case, a cow roped in the Gasconade River.
That's what you get.
Yeah, they say she's in pretty good shape despite being very, very tired. But the cow is back with the owners. So all is well. The owners, by the way, are in Marshfield.
They're good about posting about it with pics. I saw their post online. They had pics of the cow doing a doggy paddle in the river.
Yeah. So remember I was telling you the story yesterday about Linda Simmons from KY3 and having to go get her cow. Well, she saw the episode and she texted me about it. And she said it was a crazy pregnant cow that we bought from the sale barn. It got chased up a tree. And then it was
Chased up a
gone.
tree. A cow can't get chased up a tree.
Listen, this is a true story. And then it got hit on the road later that day. It said, thankfully, the lady who hit it was not hurt. Highway Patrol knocked on our door a week later because they tracked us down for the insurance claim. She said it was quite a story. And here's the lesson for anyone who's interested. If you ever decide to get a cow, don't buy one lone cow at a sale barn. There is a reason the farmer is selling it all by itself. It's crazy. Not fully cow.
Okay. Well, that's good advice.
That's hilarious because she's a real farmer. That's what makes this so funny.
It's a mad cow.
Wait, the cow was chased up a tree. I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't get that. We need pictures from her.
She was busy like being cowgirl, probably trying to wrangle it for
Correct.
real. So.
Yeah. Well, all's well that ends well. NASCAR.
Moving on.
NASCAR advertising has apparently been good for Andy's frozen custard. So good, in fact, that Andy's is extending its sponsorship of Texas Motor Speedway, sponsoring the Infinity Series race and remaining the official frozen treat of the Speedway. Saturday was the Andy's Frozen Custard 300 race at the Texas Motor Speedway. So good for Andy's getting the little name recognition out there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It ain't cheap, but, NASCAR fans, it's a lot of people. And then there's this. 18 rural school districts around the Ozarks are getting grants worth $80,000. The grants are coming from the Community Foundation of the Ozarks, as well as the Commerce Trust and the Coover Charitable Foundation. The money is to help elevate learning opportunities for students in rural communities.
A bald eagle is being nursed back to health after a broken wing. An agent from the Missouri Department of Conservation found the bird in a field near a road. The agent thinks the eagle was hit by a car while it ate some roadkill. The Wild Bird Sanctuary is caring for the bird and thinks it'll be rehabbed back to full strength and then released back into the wild.
That's good.
Here's an interesting story about a bald eagle. So on Sunday, I was in Cedar County at a little church in Collins, Missouri, sort of by El Dorado Springs, Stockton area. Anyway, there was a bald eagle eating some roadkill that was flying right at my van, and I almost hit it. And then it kind of like veered off, and I was able to veer and miss it. But when I saw the story, I thought it was interesting because eagles, I thought, typically eat live prey, but indeed the animal on the side of the road was dead that it was eating on. But it was for sure a bald eagle, 100%. My friend was with me and we were like, whoa, that's a bald eagle. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting considering I just passed one on Sunday in Cedar County.
I feel like bald eagles could do better than roadkill. I feel like they're too majestic to be eating leftovers on the side of the road that was killed by some kind of car.
Did you not just hear what I said? It's unique that any eagle would be eating a dead animal. Most eagles, most of the time, eat live kill, correct?
Okay, well, we got two examples here in the last 10 seconds is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Something weird is happening, right?
Well, they're better than that.
Hey, Siri, do eagles feed on live animals or dead?
All right, this is good television.
Although predatory birds primarily hunt live prey, many species, such as fish eagles.
Nobody wants to hear this. They're driving their car. They can't understand what that is.
Did you hear her, though?
No.
She said, although predatory birds primarily eat live prey, that's what she said, not live prey. She said live prey. Many species, such as eagles, also scavenge and eat carrion.
Well, I get that, but I'm just saying, I think we as a people can agree that bald eagles can do better than roadkill. They shouldn't be eating roadkill. It's beneath them.
I agree. And if they eat roadkill, they're going to get killed by a van on the side of the road.
They're a majestic fowl. Meanwhile, Missouri's spring turkey season is now open. Started yesterday.
I feel like
less-
we're in rare form this morning, and I'm not sure why.
A less majestic fowl, the turkey. It started yesterday. It goes through May 5th. There are a few new rules this year that you already know if you're a turkey hunter. If you're not, like me, then let's learn about this together. You may now hunt until sunset on private land. On public land, though, shooting hours remain unchanged and end at 1 p.m. But on private land, you can do whatever you want. Also, permit prices have increased, so be aware of that if you're going turkey hunting now through May 5th.
Yes. Tomorrow is another midweek matinee at the Galois Theater in Springfield. Doors open at 1 and the movie starts at 2. This week's showing is Dirty Dancing. There is a ticket and concession voucher combo available. It includes a ticket to the film, a popcorn, and a non-alcoholic beverage. Greene and Christian County seniors 60 plus get a free combo ticket with proof of ID upon arrival. So good deal if you want to go see a movie.
There you go.
Yes. All right. If you love coffee, this is your month. Coffee Fest is going on right now. It is a month-long fundraiser benefiting Safe and Sober, the Springfield-based nonprofit organization that works to prevent substance abuse throughout the state. 18 participating coffee shops provide samples of their signature beverages for tickets that start at just $15. Drink coffee for a good cause. I feel like it's win-win.
I think that's a good idea.
Yes.
And I'd be interested to see what coffee shops, because there are probably some on there that I haven't been to. Yeah. And I'd like to try out.
Yes. You can check it out, by the way, at springfieldcoffeefest.com.
Springfieldcoffeefest.com.
Yes.
Okay. I'll do that.
All right. We want to end with this story. We told you last week to save the date, if you will, on your calendar for the Jeep Run, the upcoming Jeep Run. And we have a little bit more information. Tickets are $20 to participate. You line up and register in Webster County at the fairgrounds. It's coming up on April 27th. And it's going to be a great day to get out there, ride your Jeep for a good cause. Webster County Fairgrounds, 9:30. You'll start at 10 a.m. And all of it will help fund Zuzu's House, which is a shelter for girls who kind of age out of that foster care system, might find themselves homeless for whatever reason. Anyway, you have an opportunity to win a gift card, a big gift card. So if you want more information, you can check it out on Zuzu's House Facebook page. That is ZUZU, Zuzu's House Facebook page. Also, they set up one called Let's Go Jeepin for Zuzu's House.
Yeah. That's neat. Jeep people are cool people. It's fun to drive around in Jeeps and raise money for a good cause. It's good.
Yeah. It's going to be great. So check it out and have fun. And hopefully you get good weather like we've had this week.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Be able to take the top off, take the doors off, and really enjoy the Jeep, because that's when you're really Jeeping, is when the top is down and the doors are off.
Yeah. It doesn't count if not. So
not as fun.
All right. Well, have a great day. Thanks so much for joining us.
Yep. We will see you right back here on See ya.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 16th, and we are waking up to some really mild temperatures in the Ozarks, temperatures in the mid-60s this morning. And the big story on this Tuesday is the wind. You won't be able to avoid it. Even inside today, I think you'll hear the wind hitting the side of the house or your office or wherever you are. If you're on the roads, you'll certainly notice the high wind gusts that I'm expecting across the Ozarks today. A cold front is on the way, and out ahead of it, we are going to get some incredible winds, gusting to 40, even 50 miles an hour. Those are non-thunderstorm winds, but there's some thunderstorms in the forecast today too, and those could bring a severe wind threat as well as a hail threat to many parts of the Ozarks. Early this morning, there are already some scattered storms on the radar. Most of this activity is going to be centered up in central Missouri as we head through the early hours today. However, I think there's going to be some storms possible, very scattered in nature. So they're not guaranteed to hit every location across the Ozarks early today. And that's even the case this afternoon, as a line of thunderstorms will likely develop late in the day today. We are looking at the potential for a few strong storms, and that could include the risk for some hail. I think this morning the risk would be for hail to the size of quarters. But by the time we get to midday, we're talking lunch hour to about 3 p.m., there could be some hailstones to the size of golf balls, particularly up in our northern counties. And there's even a low-end tornado risk for many of our folks in the eastern Ozarks as we head into later today. The storm chance today, as I mentioned, it's widely scattered. So not everywhere guaranteed to see the strong storm activity, but it's a day that I want you to be on alert, know how to get your watches in mornings, and respond to those in a hurry if need be. A stormy start to the day for many, especially up in our northern counties. Storms will really begin to build into our western counties around mid-morning by 10 a.m., and then they'll be marching east through the course of the afternoon. I think we still are holding on to some storms on the radar, scattered in nature by 2, even 3 p.m. in our eastern counties. We do have a chance for severe weather here in the Ozarks and Missouri, as well as Arkansas, but there's also a severe risk up in Iowa, northern Missouri, portions of Illinois. That's where the real hail threat exists today, and where I think that we'll see some big reports of large hailstones that fall. As we head closer to the midday hours around lunch, I think storms, we may have 4 or 5 on the radar at the same time. They'll be capable of producing that strong hail and high winds across the Ozarks. It's later today that I think that low-end tornado threat exists, primarily east of Highway 65. A brief spin-up looks possible as the storms kind of form into a line and exit the Ozarks, but it's something to know definitely, especially if you're listening from our eastern counties. Big heads up to you. Winds today, I told you they'd be a huge story. Even without the thunderstorms in the area, we are talking about winds gusting to 40 and 50 miles per hour. I expect that the highest wind gusts today will be west of Highway 65. So travel may become difficult for many high-profile vehicles, just something to keep in mind. Loose objects may be blown around, and small limbs may break and fall in these types of windy conditions. If it's trash day for you, well, you might have to go track down the can at the end of the day, because things are definitely going to be blowing around this afternoon. We are still warm today. I told you temperatures this morning are starting out in the middle 60s, and I have high temperatures today that will end up being in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. It's still going to be warm. A cold front is on the way, and it will pass through the Ozarks, but it doesn't bring us a huge temperature change for the middle of the week. In fact, models kind of coming in warmer and warmer as we round out the work week forecast. So there will be a drop and a cool down in the forecast, but overall, we are talking about additional showers and thunderstorms really helping to cool the atmosphere by Thursday and Friday. High temperature today, 77 for the Springfield area. Overnight tonight, we stay really warm. Anybody that's got sensitive plants in the ground, you don't need to worry about those this work week forecast. We've got temperatures that will likely be back into the upper 70s again on Wednesday. The sunshine comes back tomorrow and the winds settle down. And then we'll likely see high temperatures still near 80 degrees by Thursday. Showers and thunderstorms look possible for the end of the week too. That's going to happen late in the day on Thursday into Friday. Isolated chance for showers also exists on Friday, and there will be temperatures that are going to land in the mid-60s on Friday. So that's when you'll notice the cooler weather, really Friday and Saturday of this weekend, and then we start to warm things up again by late in the weekend. Around the country, severe weather in the forecast. That's a big headline for you today for the Mississippi Valley. So it's not just us, but we are tracking that chance for some strong to severe storms really all day through this evening. And then I think overnight tonight we'll be able to sleep soundly because the storms will be gone. Moderate to locally heavy snowfall is also in the forecast today. This is expected out in the higher elevations in the northern Cascades, the northern and central Rockies, and the eastern Great Basin. That's going to be the case today, tomorrow, even into Thursday. We're talking about snowfall on the radar for our friends out west. So not feeling very spring-like for those folks. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question that we have for you today. This is sponsored by Scooter's Coffee. Here's the question that I left you with yesterday. Pretzels. I'm a fan. Soft, hard. I like pretzels. 80% of pretzels made in the United States come from which state? Do you know? All New England choices here. A, Rhode Island, B, Connecticut, C, Pennsylvania, or D, Massachusetts. If you have flipped over the pretzel bag, you probably know that it is Pennsylvania. We can thank the Dutch for this. They have really taken over the pretzel industry in the United States and invented hard pretzels, by the way, as snacks that we now know. Those invented in the United States, but soft pretzels brought over from the homeland. The Dutch are responsible, and they are still bringing us a lot of Pennsylvania Dutch fantastic foods. Hard pretzels, they are among the most recognizable of the pretzel makers in Pennsylvania, by the way. They, German-speaking Europe during medieval times would make pretzels, and the tradition continues for us in the United States. Some of the biggest pretzel brands in the country have their home base in Pennsylvania. This is Snyder's, Hers, Utz. Recently I've tried Dots. Have you tried Dots pretzels? They're delicious. I need to look up where they're made. Probably Pennsylvania. I don't know. I'll have to Google that myself. But Pennsylvania, C is the answer today. Congratulations if that was your guess too. Here is the next question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. On the island, quote, just enough room. There is just enough room for what? Do you think it is A, a tree and a house, B, a pier and a tree, or C, a house and a pier? Let me know. The island of just enough room. What do you think is on that island? I will let you know early tomorrow morning. That's on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Thank you so much for listening this morning. And thank you to our sponsors, Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. By the way, if you go enter a guess on today's Brain Twister trivia question, every single day we are giving away a $20 gift card to Scooters Coffee. I only had 3 options today too, so a pretty good chance of getting it right. All correct winners entered into a pool to win a $20 gift card every single weekday on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. It's a pretty good bet. So head on over to the website and enter there. Also, by the way, while you're on the website, we are running a new contest for Mother's Day to treat the mom in your life. You can also enter this giveaway at aroundtheozarks.com. One lucky mother will receive a $150 gift card for a floral arrangement by the Flower Merchant and a $50 gift card to Civil Kitchen. This is through May 5th. So please head on over to the website, enter both of those contests and win some awesome prizes. Have a fantastic day today. Remain weather aware. Make sure you've got your cell phones on and ready to receive alerts about severe thunderstorm warnings or watches that may be necessary later today. Everybody stay safe. It'll be windy today. High temperature of 77 in Springfield. Storm chance. We've got better weather on the way tomorrow. Talk to you then.